Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be ranking every joking, it's not everyone, it's making the perfect battle pass, and I'm going to be doing it through a winter theme. Like the video, comment if you want to see a futuristic or villain theme next, but the winter theme. So as we say, we're going to do a tier 1, then another tier 1, then we're going to do, but we're going to be doing a runner-up for each, so they would have got it. Yeah, so they would have got it. So yeah, so we're gonna have, like, say, a tier 1 runner-up, but the first skin for tier 1 is gonna be the worst, and the better, then I'm gonna keep doing it as that. So for the tier 1 runner-ups, I picked the Red-Nosed Ranger, and as the better one, I picked the Yuletide Ranger. Two skins iconically I'd use. Red Nose, more or less, that's why I put it at first. But the Red Nose is the Red-Nosed Ranger is the male counterpart to the OG Red-Nosed Raider. That I think is way better. Honestly, I think they did a better job with the Red-Nosed Ranger than the OG Red-Nosed Raider, because I can't rock the Red-Nosed Raider because the horns are too big in my opinion. So yeah. And then talking about the other one is, so the other one, wait. So I'm going to talk about the Yuletide Ranger, an iconic skin that is loved by the community. Well, not as much as its counterpart Nugget, so we'll be seeing in a bit. Yeah, not as loved as that, but it's still quite loved. So I think it deserves not a placement, but a runner-up, because I think it is a clean skin. People need to give it more love for what it is. And yeah, so starting off at the first tier 1 spot, our first actual skin that's on the list, we have got Twinkle Toes, the uncommon skin that came out in 2019, I think. Yeah, because it wasn't an OG Christmas skin, I know that for sure. Definitely wasn't an OG one, because you can just tell when something's OG and not. It's too good to be a non-thing. But I generally think there's a better version than the thing, because I put them both at green skins. I have both at green skins, so that was quite nice. So I put two, so at the other tier 1, I've put two different skins together but are basically the same thing. So I've put the OG Nogops, that is a really clean skin, plus the Frozen Nogops. I think the Frozen Nogops is a bit better, so I said that you have to work for it, you have to do a certain challenge for it or something. There's one thing I forgot on this list, but I'm gonna add it because I've got an idea for it. So at the runner-up for tier 20, I've put the Devastator. A very loved skin just because it's from the fight of the mech and the mech and the Devastator's fighting. The Devastator is the Polar Peak monster, as we know it. So, another reason why it's quite high on my list. So, yeah, so the actual tier 20 now, sorry for yabbling on, I just want to put details into why I've picked all these spots. Actually, for tier 20, I've put another one from, the last one from that bundle of the Frozen pack. Joking, not the last one, but it is one of the good ones. Frozen fish stick is a very good one. That is very loved by the community. I know a YouTuber that I'm a really big fan of that inspires me. I can't remember his name, but I literally watch him all the time. He ranks like battle pass skins and makes like item shop skins come into this, but not include, and like makes a perfect item shop, the worst item shop, and all that. He's a really good guy. I'll probably not leave a link into his description, but soon I'll give him a shout out because he's a really good guy. He has way more subscribers than me. He has like, I think it's 5.1k. Go check him out. Really good person. Oh, there's a frozen fish stick as we talk about frozen fish stick. That's actually so funny. Good. The reason why I put frozen fish stick because I am like a really big fan of fish stick, and I think if this was the original it would have been more loved and then there would be more hype to the actual fish stick, but I'm waiting with my V-Bucks to get the actual fish stick now, much I love it. So yeah, and then we have got and the reason that I put fish stick, the reason why I put fish stick at the tier 20 spot is for the reason that one of my good friends Harvey uses it as his main because it's clean, and that's a sweat skin somehow. I find it really funny. Laugh at it every single time. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's really clean. It's not as good as the original fish stick. It's better than Triggerfish, for sure. But I know this YouTuber doesn't like it, but I think it's a clean skin. It deserves some more love. So we should show it some more. That's why I've put it instead of the Devastator. So the tier 40 runner-up is actually the Codename Elf. Talking about good skins, we just have a really good skin. I've decided to go for the other tier 40 spot because I think it's more generic. And I don't like it as much, but it's quite an alright skin. But I prefer Codename Elf. But I'm just thinking for the community state, I wouldn't pick Codename Elf. I don't think it's one of the better battle pass. It is one of the better, I can tell you that. It is one of the better packs. Wish I got it, but I didn't. And yeah, so that's Codename Elf, why I put it. And talking about the sticky up horns, I've put the Red Nose Reindeer instead of the Codename Elf, because I think it fits the position more, honestly. I think it really fits the position of the tier 40 skin. I do. I think it's like it's a simple but clean skin. That's why I put it at the tier 40 spot. Even though I hate its sticky up horns, we all still have love for it. Come on, it's a reindeer. Even though there's Dolph, there's a better reindeer in my opinion. That's way better in my opinion, but I picked the Red Nose Raider just for like the community's sake, because I think they need a skin that not just my references of good skins and everything. Yeah. So now the tier 60 runner-up, another one that's very unique. I'm a deadly fan of this. This skin was epic when it first came out, and when I've realised how much of a good skin it is. It's the Kane. You guys might not know the skin, because it wasn't really a love skin at first. So I can see why not many people know about it, but I think it's like a really good skin. Kane is more of an evil type Christmas skin. Unlike our actual tier 60 spot, that's a globe shaker. One of my friends, when it came out, Harvey, bought it, not Harvey Harding, but someone else that I know. The severe that he was ecstatic that this was coming out. I found it funny at first. He said it was like one of the best skins ever. I was like, what? Yeah, but now I'm actually like a really big fan of it. I am personally. It's one of my more favourite skins at this time, at this moment in time. Exactly, that's what you get. The globe shaker, I'm a really big fan of this skin, and now I'm going to tell you why. I might yap on, but yeah. For one, I think it's one of the cleaner male skins. I think it's really clean. Honestly, if I got this battle pass that I'd say, I'd be actually quite happy with it. I would. Yeah, but like the tier 100, it's not an actual skin, but because the skin has 3 parts to it, and it's a love skin by the community, I've decided to put the frozen version as the thing as tier 100. But I'm not going to tell you tier 100 is yet, because we still haven't done tier 80. Tier 80's run-up is a pack skin called Frozen Red Knight. Do I even have to explain this skin? The skin's just clean in general. I think it's a really clean skin. It should be, in my opinion, even though it's a part of a Frozen Legends pack, I think there should be like a tier that's better than normal. And Frozen Red Knight is my second favourite. It's like the middle one out of all of them to me. The dark version, definitely the best. That I really wish that I had. I don't have any Red Knight or anything. I don't like the Red Knight, so that's probably why. I don't like a Red Knight. I didn't like its design at first, but now a drum roll for another Frozen pack. I think you can guess it, because who would put Frozen Raven on the list? It is the bad boy himself, the Love Ranger. Joking, the Frozen Love Ranger. The Frozen Love Ranger is really clean in my opinion. It's opinion based, by the way. I think it's the best out of all the Frozen packs, all the Frozen skins in my eyes. There's also a really cool glitch with the reboot van with it. I don't think it's a good glitch, but it's quite funny when you watch it on YouTube. But when you get done by it, it's really harsh. Come to me. Then at the tier 100 spot, joking, it's just the runner-up, we have the Snow Queen herself. The Snow Queen herself, Glimmer. Glimmer's a really clean skin that deserves way more love than it gets. I love the back bling. The back bling not goes on that many skins, but when it goes on the skin, it's really clean on it. And I think it deserves a good part in the battle pass, but I don't think it's as strong as our tier 100 that is part of a skin that is 3 different. She has a normal, a fire and an ice, but I picked the ice because it's winter themed. Tier 100 Frozen Emira. If you don't know what that is, it's a wizard chick, but the frozen version. That's a really clean skin that I'll be rocking for quite a bit now, if I had it. I think it's like a really clean skin. So yeah, that does it for today's video. That does it for today's video. I'll tell you why now, why I like it so much. Frozen Emira has just been a clean skin from the start. It's also been rose up by this YouTuber called Nix. He's made it really popular and everything. So yeah, and I have one thing to say before you go. It would mean a lot to me if you liked and subscribed, because it helps me out a lot. But if you don't, guess what you are? You're a bloody clown.